But going back to the question, like what are you like? Are you the kind of DJ now that you like kind of wanted to be when you started, or like are you?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I think what I really appreciated, or what I like found fascinating, was just like you basically can like, you know, cater to, you know, your crowd and stuff like that, and like
Sure.
the vibes that people get whenever like their favorite song drops in the club, you know, and like
Right.
people are going crazy, like that energy you feel, like that's like something that really like basically like got my attention, and I was like,
Right.
oh, okay, like this is dope. And then it got to a point where I was like, I can hear like the songs that I feel like would be super dope to go along
ear
with this
gets
too.
better.
Yeah. And so I think that's definitely something that I've always had an appreciation for. Like I had like a really good ear, like early on too. So that kind of has helped guide me to like get to where I want to be.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I definitely didn't expect the like diversity of everything that I love to come through in the DJ sets, you know, because it wasn't until that I started coming out more into the scenes of like the parties that I like to throw, and there's like other people that do similar like parties of like different genres, you know.
Yeah.
And so that, you know, I've got homies that they do a lot of like footwork party, like Chicago footwork, or like
Nice.
Juke, or like Jersey Club and
Drill,
stuff like that.
yeah.
So people are like really into that. Some people are really into like drum and bass and jungle, and like
Yeah.
just like playing a lot of that in the mix also. And then you've got like other, you know, open parties where it's like you're gonna hear everything. You're gonna hear something you've never heard before maybe too. So
Yeah.
I think when I started finding myself in the mix with those kind of DJs, I kind of started to know like, oh, this is like more, I think, of like the route I want to take also. It's like just being able to have like a specialized bag of like, you know, the tracks that I like to play. Obviously still playing like, you know, what I like at like parties, or like,
Sure.
you know, hip hop and reggaeton and like Latin music and stuff like that too. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of like the homies that I've met out here that I feel like I'm in the network with, that
Nice.
I really
Yeah, we
think I have made an impact in that way for me.
We were at Marlowe, and I mean, I think people assume that you and I were like rolling together because I was behind there like working with the cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
So people kept on asking me stuff, and there was a girl that came up, and she was like, "Yo, do you know if they're gonna play more?" Like this was after you had like after your set. He was like, "Do you know if they're gonna play more Brazilian funk?" Because like I came to hear like more Brazilian funk, and I was like, "Yo, the fact that like people are that niche, they're like,
Yeah.
yo, I'll go out of my house to go and listen to some obscure ass shit. Like that's pretty fucking dope."
Yeah, honestly, it kind of all like it kind of that whole kind of little niche of like the Brazilian homies, basically like I kind of found them through like TikTok. I was like putting all my stuff out there, and I put out a TikTok, and it was like, if you love baile funk, you know, like there's gonna be some on September 26th.
Yeah.
You know, at this address, and it took off. It got like 12,000 views. And like that was one of the first ones where,
Yeah, some people really showed up and were like, "Yo, I want to listen to some Brazilian
And
funk."
then
And I was like, "Yo, that's fucking fire."
it was dope. And like a lot of the people were like, "What? Like I want to come through." And then some of the people were like, "Yo, like I found out about this party through TikTok, so I pulled up," and I was like, that's pretty
dope.
crazy. Like that's super dope. And yeah, it's been fun. Like I'm just like I appreciate just like the world music in general.
Yeah.
And so,
What's been your favorite gig so far?
Probably, honestly, the party I threw. That's like my favorite. That's been my favorite at Marlowe. Yeah, I mean, I think like because we were just talking about like best case scenario, everybody had a great time, and like just being in the event with other people that also really, the other DJs were like, I'm really glad I don't usually get to play stuff like this, so I'm glad I got to like do that, and it was well received by the crowd, and I think that is just one of the like cooler energies and the vibes, and
that's
so
dope.
That's probably been like one of my favorites, just because of, you know, like what it created in that space, you know, like people just vibing to the music that we're playing, you know, and like even though they're maybe not be familiar, or it's like a remix of some kind that they might not be familiar with, like they were all they were all down for it.
That party on the river looks dope as fuck too.
Yeah. I was gonna say those are also like some of my favorites to play.
That just looks like a whole fucking like a vibe. Like you're just there for I don't know how long is it, a couple hours.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours. We're out there.
Just like out there. It just feels like such a cool like. It feels like such an Austin thing to do, but it also feels like a genuine like. That was a cool idea. Execution was great, and then like it's not. It doesn't feel like novelty. It feels like a natural evolution of like this is kind of what like Austin should be doing. You know what I mean? Whereas like some things feel like they're just doing it for the gram.
Right.
Some things around the city feel like this is just here because it's supposed to be trendy. Right.
I'm curious to know what you're talking about.
Man, my biggest take on those kinds of things is the bars. Like sometimes there'll be pop-up bars or like a new concept for a bar will come out.
Right.
And I'm like, this isn't. Like this is very inauthentic.
Like it's the owner just came from a different place, right?
It's very corporate.
It's
like somebody got in a room with 5 to 6 people, and they were like, okay, we just bought out this building. How can we make it the trendiest bar in Austin or in Houston? Because it happens in Houston a lot too. Like, how can we make it trendy? What do we do? You go, okay, the theme could be like, neon, or the theme could be blah, or the thing could be right. And then like they like spend a fuck ton of money, and then they get it there. They hire everything, and then they pay all the influencers to come out and like have a whatever, right? Like, content, and that is for me, it feels very inorganic,
right?
And it also feels extremely see-through.
Right.
Like or maybe it's just me, but I feel like I could see right through that. I feel like stepping into an establishment and then like feeling the vibe and then seeing how the bartenders react to people, seeing what the bar manager is acting like just everything. I'm like, oh no, this is a corporate like
a machine.
This is a corporate machine, and then they dress it up in like an organic way, right? Whereas like, I don't know, Nickel City.
Right.
Nickel City is like, it's authentic. Like it's a dive bar. It's always been that. It doesn't apologize for who it is.
Right.
And then like, you either like it or you don't.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's literally like,
you know what I'm saying? And
it's like either like, oh, I love Nickel City, or some people are like legit.
Yeah. And it's really, I was having this conversation with a couple bartenders last night. I was like, when they franchise, because there's a Nickel City in Houston now too, and I think there's one in Dallas. But the Nickel City in Houston is not as good as the Nickel City here.
Right.
The Nickel City in Houston feels like a concept, and good for them. The owners of Nickel City could probably are franchising, or they're diversifying. They're trying to make more money.
Yeah.
Great, good for them, because the Nickel City here prints money like stupid. But you can tell when you walk into the Nickel City in Austin, like this was born here. Right. This has the soul of it. It doesn't apologize for what it is. You either like it or you don't. People are not here trying to like be trendy. Like it just is what it is, right? There's no like, it doesn't have to be bigger. It doesn't have to be small. It's just like you fuck with me or don't fuck with me, but I'm here. You know what I mean?
Right. I was gonna say it's definitely like one of those staples out here. It's like, I mean, it lives in the heart of like a good area of that town too, but like it's literally like a lot of people's, you know, they're fucking like their haven, you know. It's like where they're in there day in, like, you know.
Whereas there's a whole bunch of bars on 6th Street, right? That actually 6th Street is probably a great example because the turnover there is so crazy. There's a bar that will be called this one time, and then it'll be called something else names, like a month later, right? And then you have like Casino El Camino there that is like, no.
Yeah.
This is who we are. We've been 6th Street all day. For real, no matter what, you're not getting rid of us. Whatever happens outside of this door, it'll evolve into whatever, and it'll always be UT and like young inspired, but like we are who we are, period.
I love Casino.
And that's what I mean about like the authenticity versus like you're a corporate
Same
soul.
with La Perla on East 6. It's literally like one of the like OG spots that's been out there too. Like it's really dope. Like you walk in there and it's, you know, super homey, you know, like super like authentic though. And it just kind of like lives on that corner for real. And it's like Cisco's right across is like another like historical Mexican spot too. You can go get really dope food.
Nice.
But yeah. Shout out La Perla. Shout out Cisco's.
No, man, we're about to create some business for these people.
Yeah, for real. It's dope. It's those are some of the like obviously those
OG
are the
Austin
places,
spots. Yeah.
OG Austin spots that I know more of. Right, like
Right.
you know, I've been in Austin like a couple years now, like the past like 5 years already. So it's.
Are you
it's
originally from Austin?
I'm from San Antonio.
Oh, okay,
so.
cool. Oh, we could start a hot take there. Let's deviate from the music for a second. Who has better food, San Antonio or Austin?
What kind? I mean, like Mexican food.
In general, all the way around.
Austin
Grade
has
it.
a more diverse selection of food. The Mexican food for me personally, I love. I mean, I've always got my heart in San Antonio. Like when it comes to that, like
Dude, that big red barbacoa over there.
No,
Next
for real.
level.
Yeah, I mean the barbacoa, the carne guisada, like those are my jams.
That's
for
your
real,
go-to?
especially like on like the Sunday vibes, you know.
Yeah.
And like I can go to a spot, you know, that's same kind of vibe, like little hole in the wall kind of by my place, but it just kind of just doesn't hit the same, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, definitely. There's more of like a diversity of other like different kinds of food, which
Here.
I really like here in Austin. Yeah, and so like that's kind of what I really appreciated about it too. And so yeah, just as far as the better food, I would say though, like
To San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Have you been to Houston a lot?
Haven't been to Houston as much, but I know like I've
Houston
heard
food,
about the
dude.
Houston food
Houston
though, man.
food
I
is-
can't even lie.
Houston food is next level, dude. I just this Friday I did an episode with Daniel over there at Lyft, and he went on a whole thing about how Houston food is the best food in Texas.
Honestly, I mean, I feel like from what I've heard about it too, just because of the diversity factor too, like
We're gonna have to go down
dope
there, dude.
spots. Yeah, let me know.
I
let
still
me know.
got a place down there, and like all my homies are over there. Like I was raised in that city. I spent 24 years there, so I'm like, bro, we
haven't
go
been-
out there.
I haven't been put on to many spots out there in Houston,
go, dude.
so definitely put
Let's
me
go.
on, bro. I'm
Yeah,
super
yeah.
down. I'm a huge foodie, and so that's kind of like what I
let's
love.
fucking go, dude.
So yeah, I'm
and
super
like
down.
I know I have all my favorite bars and restaurants. Like I know a lot of those people. So like
Yeah,
let's fucking
Hell
do
yeah,
it, dude.
let me know.